goes to selfie camera, which I never have understood. So hello, my name is Wolpie if you haven't ever seen my channel before. Um, this time I usually do chat streams, but this time I chose to just do an art tutorial because a lot of people have asked me how I draw wings, because they can be a tricky thing to draw, especially with stylization and different types. If you're drawing a specific type of bird or a character with bird-like wings, that can make things that is easiest because it's easiest to find a reference. If you're drawing like dragon wings with the membranes and that kind of thing, hello, then it makes things a little harder. But first, the easiest thing to do is fully. Hello, preppy girl. I'm not going to be looking at chat a lot, so if I miss something you say, it's because I'm probably really focused. Give me 1 second. My pencil just ran out of lead, so I need to grab a little bit more before I start drawing. And something that a lot of people who teach you to draw wings cease to teach about is how actually the joints on the wings look, so you can draw wings in any position without them looking weird. Generally, a wing works kind of like an arm, with similar mobility to an arm. So, I do remember you. And I do not have amnesia. I have not been hit over the head yet. I do not. um, I didn't actually. I'm so sorry for being late. I was doing errands and I did not realize that it would it would be so late, and I came home right at 2:30 and then I still had things to prepare. 1 second, my pencil is malfunctioning. It's kind of got jammed, so just give me 1 second. Hi, Gianna. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I hope I did. But I am very sorry if I did not. Everyone pronounces my real name wrong because it's kind of a not really common name. And so I've got some unique ones. Oh my gosh, 10:43 p.m. That is late. For me, it is 2:44 p.m., so right middle of the day, which is usually when I choose to stream, because I like to choose the middle of the day because then there's the most, like, it's probably the easiest for people to not end up really super late. Oh, you do? I thought most schools were out for the season. Yours is still in? The schools in my county just got out. I think, if I'm not wrong, they might have gotten out today. Oh, it's 5:40 p.m. for you? Oh, so you guys are you two are probably in the same time zone then. That's kind of cool. If you're wondering about my time zone, it is Pacific, which includes Washington, Oregon, California, and everything in the area. Well, that's only for United States viewers. Then it's still it's I it works vertically. Time zones work like kind of like this. They don't, so you can be really far away and still have the same time zone as someone, but you can, if you're just, if you're on a different, so for me, if I just go outside to like Idaho or Montana, I'll be an hour late. Oh, you're in Jersey? Oh, so you got the same time you also have you have the same time as people in Scotland. I I personally live in Washington State, which is the most I'm going to give about my location. Which, yeah, it's kind of known for, if you've ever been here, it's very stormy, known for evergreen trees. Um, I don't understand what's wrong with my pencil. Okay, I'm going to get a different pencil because this one does not like me. I'm refilling the lead in it, and it's still acting like I did not do that, and I did not put lead in it, so there's something weirdly wrong with this pencil. Just give me 1 second. I'm still trying to refill the lead in this pencil. Please. Um, so I had an idea. I'm gonna go on a couple of trips this summer, and each place I go, I'm going to do an outdoor stream, so you can pretty much see. I missed it because I wasn't looking at chat. Oh, yeah, that the message that you portray online is probably very different than real life. Real life. I look kind of emo as well in real life, not on purpose. I just lack sleep, um, so that's kind of the reason. And a lot of times my mascara smears, so that also takes a place of me looking kind of emo or just very alternate style. Also, I'm in real life. If you see me, I am tall, so that definitely makes me a bit intimidating at first for people. I will never know what you said because I didn't even know you could delete messages on stream. I wish I'd learned that earlier. So, first, I want to show what it kind of looks like for a fully outstretched wing. There's kind of, personally, I usually go kind of in like this and then out. And then that's kind of the bone for the wing. And usually this can be started for both feathered or feathered or bats, dragons wings. And then from here, you usually just kind of go like, I go like this, and then I personally like to do this kind of style usually, and you can change that to like bat or dragon, or first I'm gonna start with like a bat dragon style or kind of a feathered style. Um, Personally, something that a lot of beginner artists don't realize is this type of wing, you can bend these kind of bony structure, and it makes the wing look much more realistic. I don't know if you guys can hear my notification sound, but they're blowing up, so I am very sorry if you can. My notification's actually from a video game. I just got the second one come out, so that was really cool. I just got the second video game in that series, and it's pretty interesting. It's very different from the first game in a lot of ways. And then I personally, this is optional, but with Bat and Dragon Wings, I like to add this extra little piece. So it usually ends up looking like this, and then there's a lot of stylization you can do. Honestly, some people can draw more realistic looking wings. Not realistic because the shading hasn't been done, but then some can choose to just draw like, because for a chibi style character or just a stylistic choice to make things easier on yourself, but it's really up to you. That does happen to me too in math. I am not personally a math person. I'm great with English and history, but when it comes to math, I am just constantly confused. I'm a huge reader and writer, and I don't know, a long time ago I actually posted a prologue for a story I'm writing, so if anyone ever wants to see that, then you can find it on my community post. A Something that helped me a lot is there's the base just kind of looks like this: down, up, down. And once you got that little lightning thing down, you can pretty much draw any form of wing. Also, another thing you can add to like dragon style wings is a piece of membrane right here, and the horn spike right here, or them right here. Again, it really depends on what you want to draw personally, and how much work you want to put into it a lot. Hello. Oh. Um, Honestly, I always expect no one to come on these streams, and I always get way more than I expect. And just personally for the joints, again, kind of imagine it as an arm. This is kind of the shoulder. This going down is like the forearm, and this is right here is like the elbow. So it can move the same way your elbow can. It can go. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do this in a different color so you can tell that I'm signifying movement. I'm gonna draw where the joints move in orange. So that kind of help you. It can move like this, all like that, because it's like your elbow. If you move your elbow in and out like you're doing bicep curls, you can kind of see that. And then this is like your forearm. And again, it can straighten out a lot like your arm. So imagine this is your forearm, and this right here is your wrist. And this is where your hand would be. But then there's kind of a piece of membrane connecting to where your hand would be. And you can imagine how that moves. This moves the same way as your wrist, so it can go like this, and then it can also go up a little farther, like this, and that can help you with a lot of stylization on the wing. I don't know if this is helping you guys. Oh, here. Oh, well, yeah, a lot of times, even if you're already mastered a subject, you can still look at it to see extra kind of tips. And again, you can also stylize, like if you want to draw a character that you want to signify kind of long wings, you can do this, and there's a lot of kind of references that you can find for these types of wings. Longer types. I don't have a specific bird right now that would have feathered wings like this. If you look at, I think that seagulls have pretty long wings, so if you're looking for a bird that has a longer wingspan, then you should check out the seagull. They also have the longest feathers right here, the wing feathers, and they just kind of separate here and get smaller because the feathers kind of get shorter from there. I know I'm not the best at the feathers. I usually kind of revise a little bit more later, and that's actually how clipping bird wings work. They take off the two flight feathers so they can't fly very far, which is, I don't personally think it's good because I mean, if you live in a place where your bird's likely to escape, I guess it's okay, but I really would stay away from clipping your bird's wings. Well, bye. Thanks for tuning in a little bit for this one. And thank you for thinking of going to my next stream. If you look at a sparrow's wings, they're kind of rounded. Although I know I'm overlapping, but they're kind of like rounder. And also, there's kind of two types of wings to draw. You can either do the original kind of, I'm not gonna draw the full feathers or whatever, and it stops like this, and this is where, say, I'm just gonna think of a human right here. This is where the back would be. I'm just gonna draw it here. Or another choice you have is to make it kind of go down like a triangle and then have the wings connect there. I don't even know if you guys can hear my pencil, but you might be able to. So it really depends on what you're looking for drawing. If you want more, this is a lot more diverse, and you can do a lot more stylization with this type, but this type is more realistically, if you look at an actual bird, you'll see the kind of them connect and kind of go down the back like that. I'm sorry you had to break up with your best friend, now ex-best friend. That must have been really sad for you, and I'm really sorry that had to happen. So, again, choosing the size of a wing for a character really depends on the vibe you want to give off of your character. So, for example, if you want a really elegant character, I'm just gonna draw a stick figure. Which I know my stick figuring is bad, but this is just like a random little stick figure. And if you want like a very elegant character, I would suggest giving them large wings that you can really barely even see the character with. And you can even do multiple sets if you're trying to. I think that the multiple sets of wings ends up always looking really elegant, and you can do like a butterfly kind of style if you're looking for like a fairy character or just a character with any form of bug wing. Well, bye. Thanks for going on the stream for a little while. And if you want like a chibi character, which I cannot really draw, you'd probably go for small wings, or small wings while animating is also a pretty good idea, because if you're animating that constantly, then I think you will stop on the third frame. I'm honestly probably not the most experienced person, but it really I have drawn wings for years. I've drawn angels, I've drawn angelic characters, I've drawn many dragons. You know, it's kind of my thing. I've drawn pretty much every character that could be given wings. I've given it wings. Oh, wait, you can't see it? The art, is the screen glitching out again, or is it like too small? Can I zoom in on this, or should I put my tripod down a little bit so you guys can see it better? Is this any better to see it? Is it not too far away now? You can really mess with different positions with the wings. Like you can fold them over, or you can one that I saw a lot of people looking for kind of pointers with is and yes, I know this base sucks and it's not very correct, but I'm just looking for a kind of just a base model for the wing to go on. But say someone was laying down, say this is the ground, and they had wings, you'd probably see it go around them, and you probably wouldn't be able to see the other wing. You'd probably just see something like this. So like if the both wings were the same. And of course there is the chance that you won't be able to see the wing with the angle, or you could have a character that could retract their wings or that type of thing. Oh, I'm sorry that it's blurry. Well, bye. Thank you so much for choosing to join the stream. I don't know if anyone's really still watching, and that is fine. I might have chosen an inconvenient time of day. I really hope that I'm not choosing inconvenient times of day for anyone. If I'm doing a stream and you guys can't catch it because of the time and time zones and that type of thing, I will reschedule it because I don't have many viewers and it's not going to be a life altering thing if I just change the stream to an hour earlier, an hour later. I'm just going to be checking chat once every couple of minutes, so if I miss something you said, I am very sorry. This stream's going to be shorter than the one where I was working on Monarch, because I have pretty much less to really work on. But you can pretty much use this skeleton for everything. Like, here's an example where the wing is really folded. Like this, and you couldn't really see it, and you'd probably even see the membrane things very close together because it's all folded in, and you might even see some, like, you can even add in some folds because honestly, wings fold kind of the membrane folds kind of like a fabric because it is not super tough unless you're choosing something with fin-like wings, like a if you're drawing like a penguin or a character with say just like fin-like wings that they can't fly with, then that would probably be a lot thicker and made out of more of like a cartilage material, but the membrane is very thin and honestly can probably be applied to the same rules as just drawing fabric. And I didn't want to turn this into a fabric teaching because I'm trying to teach how to draw wings, but if again, you kind of want to do it from fold it by point of pressure where it's kind of pulling on it, and then you draw the folds like that, and you can are coming from say the point of pressure, and because gravity, and unless you're drawing a character that's in space and has no gravity, you're going to see some folds from it being pulled down. Okay, there's no longer any watchers, and if there's not going to be any watchers in 5 more minutes, I'm going to end the stream because it's probably not a good idea to just stream with 0 people, so I assume I'm talking to nobody right now. This was kind of what I was worried about happening, but it's okay. I did give not very much notice. So thanks to anyone who did come, and if you're hearing this, you're watching it later than the stream came out because there's currently no viewers. Would you guys prefer me to do more chat streams, more art streams like this, or more dragon making streams? That'll probably be a lot less chaotic than the first one, where my sister was here. This one's going to stay up. I privated the last stream because it was very chaotic and it was just me saying stuff at that point. It wasn't even really me working on Monarch. It was an hour-long stream, and the whole time I wasn't working on Monarch. Well, since I'm pretty much done with the wing tutorial and I don't really want to end the stream, I'm actually going to work on the 6th jawed a little bit. Let me just grab the base for that. And I'm going to work on those streams, so people who see this get to see the dragon a little bit early. Okay, so I know you guys have seen the base because I've showed it in a couple of different videos, but I'm going to, you have not yet seen the finished product, so I'm going to start working on that. And the idea is I want to do a jellyfish stand with, I was actually thinking of putting yarn or ribbons down to signify the stairs. Okay, so if there keeps being no viewers for 1 more minute, then I will end the stream. If there's still no one by 25 minutes, then this shall be ended. And if the stream after you're seeing this after the fact is only 25 minutes, you'll know why. I wonder how I think people are seeing these streams by the thing that YouTube added in recently, where it actually shows a red ringer on the channel that says live. So when you view someone's channel icon in one of their videos, it'll say live on it, and they can click on that and join the live. I'm actually soon, if anyone would like to see it, I'm doing a community stream where I stream with a couple other people who want to stream with me. So There are still no watchers, so goodbye. Thank you for joining the stream.